how to play ukulele, tuning your ukulele by ear. This is something musicians do, and how I do this is by comparing the strings to one another, and that requires a reference point. So I tuned my A string. This string is in tune and ready to go. So I used a handheld tuner or a clip-on tuner. I know that one's in tune. Now my other three strings are not in tune. Sounds funny when I play. That sounds really funny. I know it's not in tune, right? It's very dissonant. That's the word that we use when it doesn't sound like the pitches are correct, right? So what I do is I start with my G string, and if I play the second fret of the G string, the pitch is supposed to be an A, right? So if I play that, and then I play my A string, huge difference. Let me play them at the same time. It's very dissonant. It's like, it's kind of like, right? So I know my G string. Let's listen to it again. It sounds lower than my A string. So I need to tighten the tuning machine. Tightens the string, right? So I turn the tuning machine button, tightens the string, which raises the pitch. Tighter is sharper. Cool? I'm going to turn it a little bit, and just a 16th of an inch, a small turn, it makes a big difference. So move slowly. Play both strings at the same time. It sounds close, but now that I get the notes kind of close, there's like this wobble that I hear. It's kind of like this wavering in the sound. And what happens is the pitch of the A string, which is correct, the wavelength kind of looks like this. Okay? The pitch of the G string, which is also, I'm playing an A on that string, the pitch is not the same as the A string, right? So this is like the G string, and this is the A string. So the difference between those two sound waves is causing that like waver that you hear, right? So what we want to do is raise the pitch of the G string until both sound waves are making that same kind of arc, and you don't hear that waver. So the notes are close. I don't know if you could hear through the video. They're not quite there. And let me play them one at a time now. You can hear one's a little bit lower. The G is a little lower. The A string is a little bit higher. So I'm going to raise the G string up again to get that A to be the same. Let's see if I got it. I still hear a waver. Let's go a little more. As you get closer, that wavering will slow down, right? Because as the sound waves are closer together. The pitch, I'm pretty close, not quite there. I like to play them both at the same time and listen for that wobble. But sometimes I'm not sure if I overshot the note or not. So I play them individually. There's the G string, there's the A string, and I can hear it's still, the G string's still lower. It's flatter than the A string, so I gotta keep going. I hear a wobble still. It's getting slower now. It's like wow, wow, wow. Let's get a little closer. Just about there. It's like wow. Let's see if I can get it to be the same. That sounds, so the note's steady. There's no wobble. The pitch sounds correct. It sounds like I'm only playing one string, even though I'm playing two strings. Right, here's one string, here's two strings. Sounds the same. I got it. Cool. Now I know the G string and the A string are both in tune. I have two strings left to tune. Let's go to the E string. Third fret of the E string is a G. So I'm going to play that G and compare it to my G string, which I know now is in tune. So here's the E string. Here's the G string. That's pretty close, but listen again. And I'll make it more obvious. My E string is sharp. Okay, now when you tune, you don't want to flatten the note that you're tuning, the string, because how the tuning machines work is they tighten, and then there's some friction that holds everything in place, right? And especially friction tuners are most sensitive to this. So if you tune a string by flattening it, you're loosening the tuning machine, right? So while you're playing, since you just loosen the tuning machine, the string, while you're playing, the tuning machine might continue to loosen. So it's better practice to tune a string by tightening the tuning machine than loosening it. So the first thing I'll do is I'll make my E, intentionally I'll make my E flat. Hear that big change? Bang. Cool. Let's try it, check it again. I think it's still above. Let's go a little lower. That way I know. Now I know it's definitely, my E string is definitely lower than a G. If you're not sure, if you're like, are these two notes the same? If you're not sure, the easy way to figure out is just turn it so that it's lower. Now you know it's flat, right? Now you can start working. So I'm going to sharp tighten that tuning machine to make the E string a little sharper. Still a pretty big difference. Let's go a little sharper. You hear that big waver? Let's keep going. Almost there. Oh, that was pretty close. It was a slow waver. Let's go a little more. The waver's still there. I'm not quite there yet. Ooh, that's a real, it's like, well, right? So a little bit more. Small turn. I like that. Sounds good to me. So I got 3 in tune strings and the C string is last. Let's check it. The 4th fret is an E, and I just tuned my E string, so I know the 2nd string is an E, right? So I'm going to play those 2 at the same time. Oh, huge difference. Sounds very dissonant. Not very pretty, right? There's a C string, there's an E string. The C string is super flat, so I'm going to give it a moderate turn. I turned it maybe, I don't know, 10% of the circle. Not too much. Still not there. I'm going to give it another turn. Not even close. It's kind of getting close, but now it's close enough that you hear that waver, and the waver is very fast. Right, so I know I'm pretty far away still. Let's keep going. Getting a little better. The waver's probably about half as fast as it was before, so it's getting close. The pitch is getting closer. Getting closer. See how many turns it may take sometimes? You have to be patient and stop and listen. Now, that sounds pretty close to me. I'm going to go a little bit sharper. I think I got it. Cool. That's why you want to turn slowly, because if you turn too much and go sharp, you may keep going, like you'll hear that waver and you'll keep making it sharper, and you'll be like, why is it getting further away? And then you realize, oh, I made the note, this string sharper than the other string, and then you got to start over. You got to flatten it and start again. So I tuned all 4 strings by using the other 4 strings by ear. Let's play a chord and see how it sounds. Sounds pretty nice. If you compare that to how it sounded in the beginning, it sounds pretty good. Now the test of how good your ear is, and this is how you learn. You start by doing it how I did it, or maybe just do 1 string at a time, or clip on your tuner or set up your tuner in front of you. Don't look at it, tune it by ear, and then check it. Play the E string and see, did you get it right? Was it a little sharp? Was it a little flat? That way you have some direct feedback to tell you how you did and how you can improve and do it better next time. Cool? If you liked the video, make sure that you comment what you'd like me to teach next. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course, like the video. And if you want access to exclusive ukulele content, you can join my Patreon page. Looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much.